we did, instead of a $10,000 assignment, we did an $8,000 assignment.
Yeah, something like that's probably doable.
Is it doable or is it a yes? Okay, so I've got a handful of deals that I'm working right now, and you guys are gonna be graced with Dan Quijano right here, Mr. Quijano, and you've got Armand, one of the smartest people on the planet. And about 5 minutes ago, Armand kept asking me questions about negotiating, and I thought there's no better people than Quijano and myself to talk about this kind of little strategy and see if Armand can ask us questions about it. So I've got 2 deals I'm working right now. Okay, one deal, this is coming from a real estate agent in Texas. I really like him. We closed the deal about 30 days ago, but now he's coming back to me and he's saying, hey, I want, let's see, what was his email? If you can't pay attention and you need somebody to edit this stuff out, then go watch somebody else's YouTube video. We're not editing this stuff, okay? He wanted to sell me a deal in San Antonio, New Braunfels, Texas. Do you know where that is?
No, it's in Texas.
It's outside of San Antonio,
Okay.
And he tried to get the deal done at like $60,000 to him and the seller. So he was like, I'm gonna give the seller $25,000, I'm gonna take $35,000 myself as an assignment fee. And I go, no, I go, hey, max I can be out of pocket on that deal is 35 grand on everything. In fact, I'm probably not a good buyer for it. See what I said? I'm willing to walk away. You gotta be willing to walk away from every single deal. You have to be so good at bringing in enough leads that you don't care filtering people by saying, I'm not a good buyer, I'm not a good buyer, and throwing it back on them like completely unfiltered, you don't care, right?
It's just like in high school. Let me ask you a question. You were in school, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a girl that you were interested in maybe?
Sure.
Okay, in your opinion, which would the girl be more interested in? The cool guy who's got a lot going on, has alternative options, or the guy who's constantly following them around, begging them for their attention?
Well, the first, yeah.
Exactly, so you have to be that in sales conversations as well.
You have to be that way. So here's what I'm gonna do. I've got a deal in San Antonio, Texas, in New Braunfels, so it's just outside of San Antonio. And I can buy it subject to today, right now, if I commit to it. So I'm gonna commit to the deal right now, and I'm gonna say, hey, send Allison at pacemorby.com an assignment contract. Let's get the deal done. I'd love to do a second deal with you. Awesome. So I'm gonna commit to a deal right there. That's a deal that will make about $900 a month in net cash flow with a $40,000 investment. So that is, what is that? At the end of the year, what is that, Armand? What's my cash on cash return on that?
So not counting any appreciation or principal pay down or anything like that. That's already a 27% cash on cash return.
So really good cash on cash return. So
Yeah.
why would I not have gone for the $60,000 assignment, which would have been how much cash on cash return?
What was the cash flow?
90, cash flow would have been the same. It's $900 a month.
Oh, well that would, okay. Yeah, that would have been much worse. That would have been 18%.
Okay, great, but still 18%
But
cash.
still, 18% is great.
Right,
I
so
mean, private equity firms don't get 18%.
Right, so here's the thing, is that as a great negotiator, Quijano does a boot camp, teaches people how to do this kind of stuff. You can't be thirsty, you can't be in a position. Lead gen is one of the best things you could be doing. Don't always have one lead you're working. That's a big problem people have, is they're like trying to work this one thing. We call that one-itis. It's a disease. I've got multiple deals going, so if I throw this back at him and I go from 18% cash on cash return to 27% cash on cash return, he still makes money, seller gets taken care of, but I have an amplified return, which allows me to then do future business with him. It's actually in his best interest to do more business with me than trying to suck up all my money in the first transaction. So I'm actually doing both of us a favor. He just will never see it that way, because most people just see what's directly in front of me. So what's directly in front of me, the way I got that deal is I pulled away from him. Got another deal, watch this, I'm gonna call Christian. I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive on this than I otherwise would be, just to prove a point to you.
Hello.
Hey, handsome.
Hey man, what's up?
Why haven't you sold me that deal? I forget.
What's that?
Why haven't you sold me that deal? I forget.
Yeah, I'm waiting. You didn't tell me to send it over to Molly or something.
I think it's because we have like 5 deals we're closing on this week, and we got like so many other things going on. Have you guys gone down as low as you possibly can on that deal?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What if I don't buy the deal, you guys have the ability to sell it to somebody else? That's what I'm worried about, because I have 4 other deals I'm going to buy this week, and if I buy yours, great. If I don't buy yours, I'm going to go buy a 5th one from someone else. So do you have the ability to sell it to somebody else?
Yeah, I do. I mean, my backup plan is probably going to be to close on it myself and then sell it on a wrap. I don't want to do it, but that's like plan B. I mean, I could probably go down a few $1,000s, but not too much.
Okay, so what if we did, instead of a $10,000 assignment, we did an $8,000 assignment?
Yeah, something like that's probably doable.
Is it doable or is it a yes?
It's a yes. I'll sign that.
Okay, send me the assignment, Molly at pacemorby.com.
Okay, I'll send it over. Thank you.
Send me another one.
All right, you got it.
Later, brother.
Have a good one, man. Bye-bye.
You too, later. So first and foremost, Christian Hernandez, I've probably bought 15 deals from him. He's one of the greatest Subto students on the planet. What did I do well there, Quijano? What worked? What did you like about what I just did? Isn't that pretty amazing that you can just jump on the call, get a deal done? I loved how Armand was so inquisitive on this whole entire situation. But here's the thing, guys. We want to give you the whole conversation we had with Armand. You're asking, hey, when are you going to follow up? And I go, I'm not. And you go, wait, why would you not follow up? Quijano and myself talked to Armand about the importance of sales and the importance of relationships and how to get a deal done just like we did with Christian. What we want to do is we bundled up that whole entire conversation, and I want you guys to go get that full conversation down in the link in the description. It's probably another 30 minutes, 40 minutes of just Quijano and myself talking to Armand. Do you remember the conversation?
Yeah, it was really good. Guys, the importance about this is a lot of times people talk about courses and training, but what they really need is insight into a real conversation that actually gets closed, and that's what we discuss in this call.